Hi guys, welcome to BB Nigeria Hot Gist, and in the house today I have the enigma himself, Joe the Bad Human.
How you guys doing?
All right, Joe. Who was Joe before the Big Brother house?
Joe was the bad human.
Mm.
And an artist, graffiti artist, visual artist, body artist. So I think I was just surrounding the whole creative life. That was basically who I was all through till I entered Big Brother house.
What exactly prompted this artistic nature in you?
I guess I was a curious one when I was little.
Okay.
And wanting to know how things worked, breaking up toys to assemble them, paintings, trying to just bring life to everything. And I think my uncle was one person that I could encourage. Anytime I go to his house, he brings a carton of biscuits, he opens it inside out, give me a pen, I'm just like, so I always do that, and it just never stopped.
So are you like the kind of like the Da Vinci kind of artist that might not believe in God?
Oh,
I think I should just ask you, do you believe in God?
Yes, I do believe there's a supreme being who alone exists of himself. God.
Okay, yeah, our God.
Yes, I do believe that.
So like
Da Vinci.
stick.
Well,
kind of
the thing is, I respect everyone's religion, and I would usually not tell you what religion I am because of how people already see, religion. They believe that mine is better than yours. Religion is the opium of the masses, and we know that. And yet again, it causes a lot of trouble, war on that. So rather than, I would just embrace whatever it is you are.
Yeah.
You don't need to know mine. Just embrace me for who I am. Religion has actually caused a lot of things, but as in reference to being Da Vinci, that's a privilege, and I always looked up to his own kind of creativity. I express myself as unlimited as Da Vinci, but not to certain beliefs that he had. I'm still the bad human, but not the bad Da Vinci kind of
Christian
human.
bad human.
Well, yes. Yes.
What school and what course?
I finished from the University of Ibadan. I studied sociology, and I did a little bit of psychology and human anatomy at the side.
That's loaded. That's a lot. You're a scholar, actually.
Yeah, I try. Small.
Okay, moving into the house.
Yeah.
When you were called that you're going into the house, who was the first person in your head that this person is a competition? I have to up my game to this level.
In the house?
Yeah, in the house.
No one actually, because I wasn't going there to compete.
You're going there to?
I was just going there to be myself, because if you go there and you're like, I want to compete, by the time you enter the house, it's totally different for you. You realize that, oh my God, I should have planned this way or that. Whatever plan you come into Big Brother has his own plans. So you get in there, you're going to meet separate people with so many characters, and you would blending in can disrupt the plan. That plan that you wanted to do, you will get there and realize that the people you've been viewing over the internet is totally different from the people that you're going to be living with for that long period. So there was no competitor whatsoever. Even when I got there, I just felt everyone was, themselves. And
so you didn't have a stereotype strategy or whatsoever?
No.
You're just going in there to be yourself?
Yeah, and to show who I am.
So being yourself, are you an annoying person generally?
Yeah.
And why do you just enjoy picking on people?
I get entertained by that. And again, most people like to please every other person that they meet because they want you to be their friend. So I'm going to do what you like, just so you like me.
Let's talk about your childhood, because there's a lot of, there's a residue of a lot.
Yeah.
How was your childhood like? Were you the Joe get inside or Joe, you're the daddy's coming kind of person?
I guess I actually ignored a lot of the family this or family that. I was I concentrated more on observing. I observed my environment too much.
Okay.
I'll say too much because I was always keen on what is going on next. What happened last night is going to affect today. Things like that. I wasn't interrupted by family, the usual family disputes. I wasn't interrupted by that. I never actually took it as a big deal. I just went with the flow.
All right. You auditioned and you didn't get a call.
Yeah.
The show started.
Yeah.
The show was on. People were getting evicted. What was your thought? I can only imagine. What was your thought at that particular time?
Okay, so when I got the golden tickets during the audition, I was called the first time to come for the other phases in the for selection. I was already excited, and I was encouraged well enough. I was very positive, by the way. I was encouraged well enough to just keep going. Like, don't worry, I'm going to be picked. I'm going to do somewhere else. Plans on the pop up, and before I knew it, the week that I might have been called was going to pop up. I already got my guys, the team, brought them together. The ones that wanted to be part of it, the ones that claimed that they could do this and that, they were all set. Then, as the time they come out, till the day of the show starting, nothing. Then my colleague would be like, "Go and check your mail. Don't worry.
Okay.
Go and check your mail." I was getting that over and over again. Some of them were just telling me that it's just fine. Don't worry. Maybe they'll call. And when it didn't happen, I felt bad, actually. But the one thing I did not do was to put all my focus on that. I was still working on some of the graffitis I had and some other jobs. So I didn't seize that part. I just kept relaxing, and immediately after that particular day, I felt bad for a couple of hours. Like, that's an opportunity, and I just lost it.
Yeah. So
obviously you feel bad. The best thing that would have happened to me there was when certain people come to me and tell me, "Joe, it's gonna be fine." No, actually, to be honest, I don't need it.
Moment.
I don't need it, but I expected it, and it would help.
Yeah.
It would help, but I didn't get some of that from certain people. You know the way it is now. And the ones that did. I actually appreciate those guys. And then I just carried on with life now. Started doing this, doing that. I was actually paid by 2 different clients
at that
for
time.
A job. No, this is when I was now pop. By 2 different,
wow.
It was, imagine now, you just pay me now, make I do this thing for you.
You just disappear.
I don't talk criminal now. So it was, and but when I didn't get called the first time, I felt bad.
What was the time span between getting called and getting into the house? Like, eventually when you got called, what was it?
Okay, like the second time?
Yeah,
Oh no, it was less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours?
Yeah, and I had to get my things set. I had to get my, the team. So I had to scrap the first team.
Did you meet any Abuja big boy and bros, CRCB?
No, I couldn't. So I just spoke to my best friend and my other friends that, guys, this. I was just sending messages as I was leaving for the airport. I was sending messages that talk to this person, try and link up with this person. You understand, this and that. I couldn't get the old team again because most of them didn't actually show that concern that I expected. And I just said, you know what? But some of them were good at what they do. So I said, no problem. But the guys that I kept in charge and my sister, I just take, do what you can.
But what if you didn't have transport to fly to Lagos?
No, there was everything was. There was literally no stress in reference to movements. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't stress to that. I think no matter, even if you don't go into the house, they were concerned about that part. They took that serious.
Okay.
So they were not going to put you under the only thing was for you to decide, because the call would be like, Alpha, we would like you to come, blah blah, and you now say, I'm busy, sorry. Who does that? Do you understand? So no matter the kind of job, you would just agree that, yeah, I'm coming. You understand? So yeah, they sorted everything out, and well, if it wasn't going to be sorted and I did not have, I would find though. And
Guru.
I'd be everything joined.
Okay, now in the house, at some point, I think some housemates try to pick your brain on the housemates in which they think or they feel you were getting attracted to. So who do you think you were actually getting attracted to in the house?
Attracted is quite, that's not the word I'll use. I liked certain people, their person, and if it's I know if it's since it's the gender, the female, I think I liked this person. I liked Jackie for who she because of how she thinks and everything. Okay. Although we don't know inside how she be, but I liked her. I liked Vanita. I liked who else? Yeah, I think those two.
There was this moment where Mercy said you had this creepy look from across your bed or something.
Oh no!
She had to hide under the duvet.
I did that always with her. I did that always with a couple of female housemates because I was just trying to spice things up a little bit.
So there was nothing there to say because you grinded her. I think the first week you got into the house.
Oh, well, if woman. I don't know. Tell me you're in the club or a party and the woman brings goodies to you.
Okay.
You're going to ignore it.
No, but actually it depends because you
It
know
depends
someone is
on.
there.
Oh no, that's the thing. But like that was not my concern. I wasn't really concerned about who was there, boyfriend or lover or partner. My concern was just having fun with dancing. So if you take that personal, then that's your problem.
Okay.
I think she was enjoying the dance too now.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
You enjoy yourself.
Right.
So what's your biggest regret from the house? Your biggest?
Not being able to like show more of myself to
Okay.
people outside, because if I was going to say who the competitor was, I think it was the fans. I think it was the viewers, not the people inside the house, because we're totally different there. What they see is not what it is to say. So satisfying them was more important to me than satisfying my housemates, the fellow housemates. So if I expressed my creativity more, I think I had just very short span after the switch in being nominated for eviction. So if I did more of that, I think at least. So I know I tried, but I felt like I could have done more. So I didn't do that. I didn't take that week. I didn't express it well enough.
At that moment when Diane actually swapped you, I want you to tell me your exact thoughts at that moment. Because you were looking down, then when Diane swapped you, you were like, no, you didn't.
I made eye contact with her throughout that process. And when she mentioned that I was the head of house, then she mentioned Mike. And Big Brother had to just ask, are you sure? So now to think about it again. So the decision was tough for her. I know that. I think it happens to everybody. Like you have to switch someone for someone. But immediately she said it. It hit me like bush, like basketballs left and right. But I just took it but I felt bad immediately when someone actually said perfect. Like they were like happy that I was up. I looked and I realized that this one. Then
Who was the person at that point?
and that was Tacha.
Okay.
I think she was just happy, now. Given the circumstances.
Yeah.
And that means that's in pain with that. But yeah, again, when that happened, I knew that I had to. What was going through my mind was, I have to re-strategize. I need to do something fast. I need to show myself, that week. Even if I wasn't going to leave, I was still going to do that because you can't say what happens.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on from the house.
Yeah.
What do you think? First of all, let's just stay in the house. What do you miss about the Big Brother house?
The beauty of the place. I would commend the designers. Yeah, the interior design. At least it showed me my past, like my life, as an artist. It was really very, 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 very creative. I know the camera doesn't really show some of these things. Even we look terrible inside the house, but yes, some of us look fat. I look darker and everything. So the building was well done. The outside, there was this massive painting about 20 feet in the garden. It was mind-blowing. So I always enjoyed that part, and I think I would miss the idea. If I have the chance to replicate stuff, I go. It was really, really creative. The rooms with the abstract designs and everything. I'll miss that. I'll miss the people.
Okay.
Because I've met some of the narcissistic people, some of the reserved, but at the same time very smart ones.
Okay.
The character in the house, I would miss that. I would miss that. I would miss the place, and I guess the access to being free to say and not thinking about work.
Okay.
That also, because now walk all the way. Before I go into the house, I'm always wanting to create this or do that. I tried to, I couldn't even help myself. I started to use duct tape and paper.
Yeah,
they do stuff. So
and
the chopper. Yeah. So I think those are the only things I'll miss.
Christopia lost their wager yesterday.
Yes.
What would you have done for them to win? Because I think that was somewhat of your terrain.
Yeah. Big Brother was everything they do now. It was when I left. He knows that, okay, maybe, but I believe they could have actually done way better.
Okay.
My presence was just going to give them an advantage.
I think they took an inspiration from some of your work whilst in the house.
Yeah, but like very few of them really put concern into what I was doing. So if apart from, like, I know Diane wanted to learn some of the things I was doing, and I think who else? Like some people were interested, and they kind of wanted to learn and wanted to watch. So if they all put that into consideration, you know, they wouldn't have known that this is going to happen, right? So if they did, I think it would have helped more than. So using my kind of inspiration for that, it might not really help because they didn't really know how it was supposed to be done. But I feel like me being there would have certainly helped. Okay. But that should not be an excuse.
All right.
Do you understand? Like they need to have, you know, I get, but they're actually as creative. They just felt like they might not be able to, you know. Yeah. But I think anyone should have been able to do that. But they tried. I think they tried their best.
Okay. I want to discuss about a triangle now, and I would like your input on that. I'm talking about
triangle in the house,
Venita,
and me.
Khafi. No, let's leave you first.
Oh, okay.
No, everybody has overflogged on you, and you told us that you met at the audition, even though I did not believe that, but you know,
okay, I'm listening.
It's my belief.
Okay, true.
Respect it.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right, let's talk about the Venita Gedoni-Khafi triangle. What do you think about that? That shape. I meant shape. Sorry.
I know what you mean. Well, Venita did say to Gedoni one time when we were like talking, one of the first few times we had a talk, that she liked Gedoni's person, like he's that kind of guy, but he was just saying to the passing. I feel like most guys, we are like, I don't even know the term, but when you give a guy green light, you can give a guy green light by doing almost nothing. All you need to say is the tiniest of intel.
Like sharks waiting for one spill.
Do you understand? And I think that was it for him.
Okay.
You know? Oh, so she likes my kind of person. Because as she was saying these things, I saw his reaction. And it was like, he was feeling good about that. And I don't think he has gotten that from any other person in the house except maybe Khafi. And I don't know, he's like in Khafi, and Khafi's like in him. It's not the same. Like how well Khafi likes him is different from how he likes her.
Okay.
And I feel like maybe that gave him some sort of there's a pit around him that needed to still be filled up. Yeah. So if Venita comes in as a fresh house member, and she, you know, was already showing certain kind of in our own mind, it might have been just appreciation. Like, oh, I appreciate you as a man, like you look this, you look that. And these will be like,
green light.
Okay, you know, and the green light might not be as green as it is, but when, you know, it comes to me, we started talking, and Venita and myself, we talk a lot. So he felt that was a good way to get, but he might not have thought of going further, but she was not refusing it. She was giving the attention.
Yeah.
Which is good for a guy. Any guy go like that kind of thing. But, you know, Khafi is the babe in the picture. So she's not going to like that, obviously. So however reaction she brings into the table would be just as any other girl would do when another girl is in picture between herself and a man. So which I think is normal. So the recent views that I've been seeing, I've not actually gone deep into the view, and I realized that Venita she's an emotional person, and as a lady, she needs some sort of, you know, shoulder to lean on, and I think I was playing that role before I left. And
if of a handkerchief,
handkerchief, no, say so well, handkerchief is too small. Okay. So and I guess like this is someone that was already expressing himself to her as well. Yeah. So like it wasn't just bad that she would go back there, not fully, but just to see how far. Okay. And there is always your girlfriend, one guy you get. So now in the other way around, these are two ladies, for instance, and the ladies don't like to, they don't feel agree for themselves when their man is at stake. Yeah. I think that's why the old triangle popped up. There might be more, there's more to come. You never see. If this Sunday doesn't take some people out sharp.
So if you were to advise Khafi, like give her a very, very, like whisper in her ear, big brother blocks every other person out.
This is not even whispering again. But I think I would advise she should understand the relationship she has with him. Okay. I don't think any of them have actually taken time to see what they're in. or why they are in what they are in at the moment. Like, we're in a relationship, why? You know, like, what's the benefit? And I mean benefit, I don't mean the you know,
Because of the house.
under duvet something benefits. I mean
Oh.
I mean the growth in that.
Okay.
A lot of people will be wanting to know outside the house, are you guys going to keep dating? No.
Do you think they're going to keep dating outside?
I doubt that.
Okay.
I doubt that because of how it is. It is very. It's not fleshy. The relationship is not fleshy enough.
There's a lot of sexual reference, but continue.
Yeah, you don't mind that spoil. So it's not fleshy enough. It's not built enough.
Okay.
To grow outside. But I think some activities in the house might make it strong.
Okay.
Some might weaken it.
Okay.
So we're not in control of that. And I just think that she should. I would advise both of them. They should just understand the relationship they're in. I don't think they do. They're just going with the flow. And you don't go with the flow if you're with someone, you're in a relationship with someone in a place like that. You have to actually understand what you're there for, what you're doing with each other before concentrating on, life. Like, say everything be alright for you.
Yeah.
No.
But if you're going to have a fling with someone in the house, who would it have been?
Fling.
Or because I don't want to say relationship now, because.
Well, I had no intention to actually have any in the house because it's a distraction. Yeah.
Gone to your head?
I don't know. I don't know. But I still think.
Tasha?
No, Tacha is not my type of girl.
Okay.
You see mirror, you have to look and see if you're looking good. Nah.
Okay.
No. No Tacha, no. What's her name? No Esther, no Cindy. No NK.
What's the elimination? Why are you eliminating these people?
No, I'm trying to.
Okay.
I want to get to the point.
Okay, let's get.
So I think.
Nobody really.
Maybe because no, I don't see their in total some person.
Yeah.
I don't in total now inside.
Oh.
I've seen their person. I've seen their character. So
in total.
I'm always very, very concerned about the person you are before I even do anything. Feeling safe. I need to be very sure that there's something that is worth my time to give, no matter how short.
Okay. Most of your team members in Christopia are up for eviction this week. Who do you think is definitely going home this week? You've been outside, so you weigh the fan interest as well.
Well, I'm looking at Jackie and Gedoni. I think Jackie is up, and Gedoni. Those two people have been like saying and fraud. So fraud. These are guys that have been in the house for a while. Yeah. So. Fraud, Khafi, Gedoni. I don't know I'm not sure of the fans Gedoni has because of what he's up against. Because look at the fact that people feel he's not serious with Khafi and all that. A lot of people would, the way they just picture say, ludo.
Yeah.
This girl, Cindy, is poor, which I still find disrespectful to think of someone like that. And because of that little incident with the game, NK got out, and Cindy is like. So imagine the kind of thing we go change. If because of what Gedoni has done, it might affect him. But I would suspect that between these three, fraud, Jackie, and Gedoni.
So who's your top five? Your personal top five.
In the house, and what Nigerians want.
Okay.
Top five would leave or top five that
Top five, the finals.
Omashola, Mike, Tacha, Vanita, and Omashola, Mike.
Fraud?
No, and Sergi.
Okay, Sergi.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Okay, your time starts now. Sell your market. Bad Human.
Okay, guys. Bad Human Design is actually a creative brand, and we focus on graffiti, body arts, wall murals, and paintings. And we also do props for movies and photo shoots. And we do set designs and stage setups and designs, the brandings and all. This focus is actually on a general scale. We teach kids and adults, to bring their creative side out. So if you guys actually want to check more of the creative stuff, go to Bad Human Designs on Instagram. And my personal account is Joe Abdallah _. That's the original one though. So please be sure to follow and see more of the creative stuff that we have ground. And there's an exhibition coming up soon in Abuja. You guys just follow my Instagram and you'd see the updates. Thank you guys.
All right, it's nice having you. Well, one more question. On stage, you said something about something big coming.
I said it on stage. You think I will not say it here?
Something. I know.
But it's something big.
Yeah. What will happen is I'll
Yeah.
guess, then you nod if it's close.
How many guesses do you have?
4.
Okay.
Does it involve creatives?
Yes.
Will it be held in Abuja?
Really? Yes. I should just be nodding now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will the authorities, like the police, be scared? Is it an orgy?
No. Hey guys, it's Joe here. For your trending news and videos, do download Opera News app for more exciting, awesome videos and news.